Yo, what's up? Bob here. Welcome to my new series, Fusion for Brains. Today I'm going to be getting into a record that went all the way to #1 on the jazz Billboard charts in 1978. I'm talking about the 8th studio album from Weather Report, Mr. Gone.
Oh yeah.
Produced by Joe Zawinul, co-produced by Jaco. Wayne was in Brazil at the time and decided to stay for almost the entire recording of this record, hence to the name Mr. Gone. Weather Report's drummer had just departed, so you get an entire selection of virtuoso drummers on this album, including Steve Gadd, Peter Erskine, Tony Williams, and Jaco. Check out this artwork in a kind of surrealistic style. Have a very nice piece on the front and a rather iconic piece on the back for Weather Report. Yeah, you see this on a lot of the t-shirts and Weather Report paraphernalia. Really cool. The record itself, the physical record, was issued on Arc Columbia with that typical 70s label. Mine is a Terry pressing. That's important. Let's hit on some of the tracks real fast. The songs, if you will. The Pursuit of the Woman with a Feathered Hat opens the record. It's a Zawinul tune. And Jaco is on drums. It's kind of a jam piece. Really, really heavy mood music. There are a lot of cool things happening here, including some vocals, not in a songwriting, storytelling sense, but more in the world music tradition, where they're just enforcing the melody and adding to the vibe. You get that across the entire record. Really nice opening piece, and it really sets the stage. River People is the second track. I believe it to be way ahead of its time. Kind of sounds almost like a loop. Jaco's on drums. Peter Erskine does contribute to the hi-hats, but it could be a modern hip-hop song, really. I'm sure it's been sampled. There's no way it hasn't. It just has a ahead of its time kind of a sound and vibe. Really, really cool. Young and Fine, probably my least favorite song on the record. Just a little smooth for me. The Elders, Wayne, Joe, Jaco, just playing some really melodic, ethereal sounding stuff. No drums. Side 2, this is when the drums really start to kick in. The first 2 songs feature Tony Williams. Yes, Mr. Gone opens side 2. And it's great, fantastic song. That said, Punk Jazz, an iconic song for Jaco, is the second song. If you had any doubt Tony Williams was on drums, it goes away right at this moment. Massive crash on the opening note of the song. Big, huge snare with all this reverb on it. It's incredible sounding. Jaco is absolutely playing his ass off on this. It kind of goes from these fast, slinky bass lines into these kind of melodic, almost Steely Dan sounding sections, kind of as if Steely Dan had the most badass bass player on the planet, kind of a vibe. And it's just a really cool track, and of course becomes one of the most iconic concepts for Jaco from this point on, the punk jazz movement, if you will. Pinocchio, another killer. Jaco's just burning on this. Joe is playing all these kind of really nice voicings. Wayne, of course, playing all the saxophones, soprano, tenor. He's playing them all. And it's a beautiful thing. The last tune, and then more of the vibe, more of the mood. It's just the essence of Weather Report. The whole record is just a must-have. Sonically beautiful. Jaco and Joe probably direct signals for the most part, which is good for recording because you don't get much bleed onto the drum tracks, and I'm sure Wayne just came in and overdubbed his parts as well as the vocalist. So you have a very clean recording. There's even Joe Zawinul lists most of the instruments that used here: a Rhodes 88, 2 ARP 2600s, the Oberheim, a Prophet 5, We even get into some effects here, like the Mutron biphase and a Mutron volume wah. Yeah. Very, very cool. I'm a big fan of this record. And if you're a Jocko fan, a Weather Report fan, Zalinol, a Wayne Shorter fan, this is a must-have. Just absolutely fantastic. It should run you from about maybe $5 to $15. Find a clean one. Pick it up and enjoy. Weather Report's Mr. Gone from 1978. Until we meet again, Bob out.